Welcome students. Moving ahead in the lesson, biotechnology principles and processes. Yesterday, as I remember, had discussed with you people regarding the separation and purification of the desired DNA segment using the technology which is called gel electrophoresis, one of the important processes of biotechnology. Today, we are going to discuss, although there had been an introduction regarding the cloning vector, the artificially prepared plasmid, it is PBR322. Let us have a detailed discussion regarding this cloning vector. The first widely used purpose built plasmid vector, which has a relatively small size, is important for the efficient transformation. To have a smaller size of plasmid, it can form a reasonably high number of copies, that is 15 copies per cell, which can be increased up to 200-fold by the treatment with the protein synthesis inhibitor, which is chloramphenicol and ampicillin. Cloning site. The foreign DNA to be incorporated with the vector needs to have preferably a single recognition site for commonly used restriction enzyme. Presence of more than one recognition site within the vector will cause a greater degree of complication as it will form several copies. The foreign DNA is ligated at restriction site present in one of the two antibiotic resistance genes. BAM H1 site of tetracycline resistance gene in the vector PBR322. The recombinant plasmid formed after the ligation of foreign DNA with PBR322 will lose tetracycline resistance due to insertion of the foreign DNA. Unique site PST1 and PVU1 are located in the ampicillin resistant gene, and BAMH1 and SAL1 are located in the tetracycline gene region. Some other restriction sites are EcoR1, CLA1, HIND3, PVU2, etc. These sites are involved in the formation of proteins required for replication of plasmid. These unique sites, as I have just pointed out, these sites need to be remembered by you people because sometimes the diagram of the uh, artificial plasmid PBR322 might be there in your question paper in the board examination, and these sites may be pointed out as X, Y, Z, A, B, C, etc. And you may be asked to write down the names of these sites or their significance in the biotechnology. So it is of greater importance for you people. Presence of restriction sites within the selectable marker tetracycline resistant gene and ampicillin resistant gene permit the easy selection of cell transformed with recombinant PBR322. Foreign DNA inserted into the plasmid using enzyme PST1 and PVU1 can place foreign DNA within ampicillin resistant region, making this gene non-functional. Similarly, restriction enzyme BAMH1 or SAL1, when used, it places the foreign DNA within the gene tetracycline resistant gene. So, alternative selectable marker is developed to differentiate the recombinants and non-recombinants. If you go through your NCERT book in the page number 200, there is the fourth point, vector for cloning gene in plants and animals. You may be surprised to know that when we have learned the lesson of transferring genes into plant and animal from bacteria and virus, which have known for ages how to deliver gene to transform eukaryotic cell and force them to do what bacteria or viruses want. For example, Agrobacterium tumefaciens, a pathogen of several dicot plant, is able to deliver a piece of DNA known as tDNA to transform normal plant cell into tumor and direct these tumor cells to produce chemicals required by the pathogen. Similarly, retrovirus in animal have the ability to transform normal cell into cancerous cells. A better understanding of the art of delivering gene by pathogen in their eukaryotic host had generated knowledge to transform these tools of pathogen into useful vector for delivering gene of interest to humans. So, it is quite clear that how this plasmid is able to be transferred into the uh, competent host, and we shall discuss regarding this competent host and furthermore in our next video. Thank you.